Okay, guys. Hey, if anybody is listening, I don't know. So I'm trying to get things ready for the Christmas challenge, Duelist 101 Christmas challenge. I have not been PvPing in a while. I did get Warlord on my what is she? Is she Magus or is she Adept? I don't even know. On my lower level for third age. But I have not taken Darby here to Warlord in third age. I did take her from level 40 whatever 50 up to 110 now. So she is maxed and she's got her gear. So let's see her stats. Could be better. Um Critical's good, block is good. I like to keep the pips higher because then I find that's an advantage, at least on my lower level, and I assume on my higher level here, in PvP, because sometimes that pip gain can be all the difference. Um, so, and I usually don't run with Mastery Amulet. So if I do, I will do a transformation to hide it, so they can't just slam me with dispels. So right now, my goal is to organize my decks and set for any possible competitor. It's really a free for all for the Christmas challenge. So we shall see how that goes. My pets. I'm probably going to work on my pets. I'm pretty happy with what I have, but that's not what I'm using. That's just, I've got a lot of pets and I like to get specific traits from them. Let me find, there's Amber. This is the one I usually will use, but depending, I had that on my lower level Brecken, but she never healed for Brecken. And sometimes I'll take, is it Boomer I take out? No. Well, yeah, Boomer sometimes. And sometimes, where is, where? Prince M is a new one I'm working on. I know, I have a lot of pets, and I'm not keeping track of them well. The Sun Serpent, I haven't been happy with that. No, it's not Baby Marley. There's another one on here that I usually will use if I'm not using Amber, unless I moved it to Brecken. So I've got to organize. I've got to go into all of my banks and move things around. The life goals are pretty cool. I've hatched them, I don't know how many generations down. So, Boomer. Yeah, Boomer is one of the good ones I'll use. But I like Amber. She's fairly well balanced, and the healing current is nice to have because if they want to dispel, life dispel, entangle, whatever you want to call it, then the healing current is always there. And they're not as likely to storm dispel me. So I've been stocking up on treasure cards, and I found a ton of, where are you? Raging Kraken. I was so psyched. 22 in the bazaar. Yay! So I got those and I've been moving them around. I'll collect cards for any of my wizards on one wizard. So, and there's Burning Rampage. Now I do like Burning Rampage, but I also find that it just, I'd rather hit with a Freet or FFA or, I don't know. I'm not sure about Bowl. A lot of people are using the Bowl, and I'm not sure it hits as hard as an FFA. But if I need a multi-attack, that's very useful for 6 pips and 1 shadow. So I'm not really big on shielding. I'd rather have other things in my deck, but this isn't my PvP deck. I don't even know if I have a PvP deck set for this one. I'll have to see because I haven't done it in so long. We'll see. This might be still set for my lower level. No, there. It's a little large. I need to scale it down, but I have a really hard time as a minimalist. I'm far more get it all maxed. So I've got to enchant cards, and I've got to be ready for anything. I've got 4 more trains, so I had to sort through what I'm training and what I'm going to use as far as equipment. I have a ton of stuff in the bank, so let's take a run forward here. And my menagerie, as we could call it, of pets. Um, some good, some bad, some indifferent. Yeah, I got to work on some of them. Um, the flamencos I was having a lot of fun with, and they just kept throwing something. These little pesky beetles, they're pretty cool, but I haven't tested them enough, so we'll have to see. I might try to get a couple of friends to hatch with me a little bit more. There's the PvP colossus over there. But I should, if I was smart, I'd probably go get my warlord so that I can actually get some of the new stuff, the armament or something like that. But who knows? So let's see here. Yeah, I haven't even done any in the 3rd age. Haha, oops. But 2nd age, at one point I was up to 1200 on this one, I think. And on my lower level, she had gone to 14 or something like that. But yeah, it takes practice, and I've not been practicing, so I have, I don't know, 11 days to get my skills back. So I'm going to be trying to do that. But for now, it's going to be more about setting deck, equipment, and all those things so that I'm ready to go. And seeing what I have and going through my banks, because I got a lot of stuff. I hoard. But I have the Malister stuff. I'm not sure there's anything in Polaris that I like better, but I'm going to have to do a little more research and pay attention to some things, and I got to clean stuff up. So, and for pets, to get them to function, I like to feed them, and that usually works nicely, especially when you use crown seeds. And if somebody's hungry, they'll take a while. And let's see. Ninja Fig usually will do it with one of these guys. There we go. As soon as they do that, you're usually going to get, if you're going to get a heal, it's more likely. That works really well on questing and dungeons and bosses, but not as well in PvP. I'm pretty sure they've set something in the code to give it a lower percentage chance of casting in the arena, in a match. So it's interesting though, but if one goes off, then they both start going off. It's almost like they trigger each other. I'd love to see the code. But anyway, so I am going to be getting ready to do this, and hopefully I'll have some decent matches and I can broadcast them. So this is more or less testing this stream too, since I just got a new computer a couple months ago, and it's got the i7. I don't think it's a quad core. I think it's a dual core. My other machine was a quad core, but the video went out on it, and the NVIDIA was one of the NVIDIA with the bad drivers that you could never, ever, 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 ever update. So I kind of gave up, but it was also 4.5 years old, so it's time for a new one. So anyway, so there you have it. I am going to get her ready and get some practice going and prepare, and I have no idea what to expect for the Christmas challenge, but it should be fun. It's 29th and the 30th. And I've got to max out my life as well. She's at 104 now, so she's getting closer. That should take a couple of days. Polaris is pretty easy. Oh, that's kind of funny how the, whatchamacallit, he's squatted down. I've never seen that in a non-player character. I've never seen that. That's interesting. I see a lot of friends who'll be jumping around doing things and suddenly they're caught in the squat position, but there you go. So he's super short right there. Let's see if I can pick him up. Where'd he go? Where'd you go? There you are. Pick him up. Let's use him and see if he gets better. I know, this is super exciting, isn't it? What can I tell you? Mounts, duh. Alright, Treant, let's see. Yep, you're back to normal height. I do not like using this one. He walks so funny. I feel like I don't know, a doofus walking around this thing. It's like, no. we have here? No, the magic carpet's fine. I just have no patience for running, so I use the mounts. Anyway, alright, so there's the house, there's the gauntlets and such. But I am going to start getting things ready, and if I think I'm ready for a practice match, I'll probably be back in a little bit. So hopefully, I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by, and if you know anything about the upcoming challenge or have any hints or tips, please share. I'd appreciate it. Alright, see you later. And it's the real Thelmia. Yes, the original. Going back to well before Wizard 101. And Todd and Joseph can confirm.